Well, I looked at the video I did with Mom and Kathy today, and I saw that I had 4 views, which I don't know who the 4 people are but I've had, I don't know, you can look at all the videos that I've ever put up, and a person I know that I talk to I video chat with every day, I gave her the link, and she added me on Facebook last week, and she watched a couple of my videos. So that's the only person that I know that, and then I told Kathy today. So Kathy, I don't see that she added me as a subscriber, but I told her to send it to Boo and Melanie and whoever. I don't care who she sends it to. I don't care who watches it. But it's this is a way for me to communicate to myself and voice it freely without any hesitation or any backlash or, I don't want to cause, Kathy is the only one that talks to me, so I don't want to cause her any more problems in her life because she doesn't deserve it. She's a wonderful person and a very unique person, and I have no ill will toward her whatsoever, and I never will, never have, and never will. So I appreciate what she does. It's very difficult, and to the extent she does it, and I tried the hospital visits. I used to do it back in the day, but it got very difficult, and I got very anxious while I was sitting in there. It wasn't having to do with her or Mom, because Mom was in good condition when I was doing it. She barely had to get into the wheelchair. That's barely when she started the wheelchair. It was the last time I probably took her. And I just got real anxiety. The anxiety, I just was freaking out. And I had to get out of there, And Kathy graciously has taken over ever since. And she handles it quite well. She's very good at it. And I applaud her for that. But this is not easy for me because I'm there every day, and I have seen the decline in Mother from start to now, and it is so sad. I've never experienced anything like this. There's no book I can read to help me through it. I could probably read about it, or I could go to seminars or whatever. I don't know. Hey, I'm not the only person that's ever dealt with this, and I won't be the last. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what I just have to do it. I've been put in this position 19 years ago. It's fixing to be 20, and I graciously accepted it, and I will see it to the end. And, but by this platform, you're going to know how I feel. And if you have questions, you're more than welcome to leave them in the comments. I'll talk to Kathy. I talk to Kathy on the phone every day. I will always talk to her. But I do not want to talk to Boo, and I do not want to talk to Melanie. And Lori, she has nothing to do with this. If she wanted to call and ask me something, or speak for Boo because he's too much of a pussy to do it himself, then that's up to her. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's my problem. And I tried to convey this to Kathy a little earlier, and she took it. She took it just like she takes everything else. She's not a confrontational person whatsoever, and I'm not either. But we get confrontational with each other because we have such strong opinions. So it's best to do it this way. And if you don't want to watch it, you can turn it off at any time. But this is what's going on in my life and how I feel. So anyway, like I explained to her, we have been living in that house 19 years, going on 20. And Melanie started driving, I don't know, so she wasn't there. She couldn't drive the whole time, but she started driving a long time ago. And I would like to know how many times she has come to visit Mother. I believe once, and that was with the guarantee that she was going to get her nails and and toes done. I'm not absolutely correct about this, so I'm not saying it's true or whatever, but this is what I remember. I do have a bad memory because I'll explain that in later vlogs, what I do and how I live my life. But anyway, that's water under the bridge. And Boo, you've only been here 4 or 5 times. We've asked you to come and take her to dinner. We've asked her to come take her to lunch. We've asked you to do several things. I've never asked you to do shit because I shouldn't have to, and I never will. You should know you're a grown-ass man, and you know you have a mother that is losing her mind, and she does not think clearly no more. She doesn't even remember too much, and you still haven't figured out that if you don't come see her now and get to know her in the next couple months, you're not ever going to talk to her again. You dumb fuck. Do you not understand that? I mean, it's very simple. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I haven't gotten it for years. I don't understand it. I don't care if you talk to me. I don't care. You're not coming to see me. You're coming to see her. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Once a month. Twice a month, if you could get off your ass and get away from the Coors distributorship that you work at, that you've labored over for years. Anyway, that's your life, bro. I don't give a fuck, tell you the truth. I live my life, you live your life. The only problem we have is that you have left mother like everybody else has. Uncle Butch, Aunt Karen, Byron, Michael. I mean, you know, there's different degrees to all them 4 people that I just talked to. It's Uncle Butch. That's really the one that upset me the most. Is that the day after they brought Mom and Dad's stuff from Port Lavaca, has never ever talked to Mother. Never. Never said a word to her. Aunt Karen has talked to her. Byron has sent some messages, only on the phone. But he's not interested in seeing her. He's not interested in talking to her. And I am beyond me why that happens. All that's one thing. All this shit with you, Boo, is another thing. And there's just so many unanswered questions that I just cannot figure out why. Nobody, and I probably never will, and I probably don't want to know, to tell you the truth. But anyway, I'm going to stop there because there's so much more. I could go on and on and on, but this is enough. This will definitely start problems. But oh well, we'll deal with them as they arise. You know, it's not that big a deal. I mean, I'm fixing to be 55 years old. I've never been married. I don't have any kids. I live with psoriasis that is driving me bananas because my skin looks so bad from the stress that I have in my life between my job, my mother, financially, which financially I'm doing better than I've ever done in my life. So, I mean, gosh, I'm very, very blessed in that category. I work for 3 of the best guys in the world. I work for a very, very good company that take care of me. So that's a positive, but it's still very stressful. Very, very stressful. And it has been for 10 years. So anyway, that's enough about that. But anyway, it's just, I just want answers. If you can answer these questions and tell me why, and you give, if that's how it's going to be, and that's how your life is, and that's how it's going to be, then there ain't nothing I can do about it. But I would like to know, because, if you have a question for me, then please ask me. What possibly could you ask me? You've had a security blanket for 19 years knowing that I was there with Mother and that I was going to take care of her. Okay? I believe that day one, and I still believe it 19 years later. Because if I wasn't around, then who would do it? Kathy? Kathy can't do it all the time. then it would, you'd have to do something. You know what I'm saying? You've done nothing. You have done absolutely nothing for Mother. You call her, and then when you call her, you talk about Coors beer. Who gives a fuck about Coors beer? You know? When we used to talk, that's all you talked about. Oh, this guy, I didn't give a fuck about that. That ain't my life. You didn't ever ask me about Mother. You never said nothing. You know? You're a great guy. We used to go out. We used to have a lot of fun. I have no ill will against you. I'm just very displeased on how you've done Mother. So, yeah, I kind of do. So, anyway. If you ever want to come get face to face and talk about it, I'll have no problem with that whatsoever. Okay? Because you're not going to win. Plain and simple. There's just no way. So, with all my videos, deuces.